But it's one lashing for me this morning. Let me show you all this beak. Yeah, cheese. Ooh, what's up my TrinbagoVibes peeps? Welcome to another episode of TrinbagoVibes. It's a bit rainy right now here in Trinidad and Tobago. I'm down San Fernando. Yeah, just wait for the bus to pass. Yeah. So in this one, it is, as the title states, an early day here in Trinidad and Tobago. Basically, we're gonna drive from Port of Spain to San Fernando, and in between, get some breakfast. TrinbagoVibes. So yeah, so let's do this. We're kicking it off at the Magnificent 7, and it's been a while since we had a rainy morning, especially with the heat spell we have been experiencing over the past few weeks. Currently it's just after 5:30 a.m. and fair warning, this drive is going to be a dark and somewhat cloudy one. We're now passing the zoo, followed by the Royal Botanical Gardens. Yep, it's an early morning here in Trinidad and Tobago. It is, I guess, a rainy one, not too heavy at the moment. It's just light drizzles. And we're just making our way past the President's house, and we're just making our way around the savannah. We are going to pass through, go down Frederick Street, and then onto Ricing Road, and you know, we head down south. That is the plan in this one. An early morning drive here in Trinidad and Tobago. And early morning means we had to get breakfast too at the same time. So yeah, so let's look for some doubles and stuff. We're by Memorial Park on Charlotte Street, swinging onto Keith Street, then down Frederick Street we go. Hey, look, Zendred. Now, I'm hoping to get to our first breakfast spot along here, and we're passing the prisons here in town. Now, Frederick Street, well, I consider it as one of the major streets here in Port of Spain because it has some essential government buildings like Land and Surveys, the head office of our Electricity Commission, even the first Royal Castle fried chicken spot here in Trinidad and Tobago. And I'll leave a link in the description below if you haven't seen that one here on the channel. Anywho, we're passing City Hall and Woodford Square. Right, let me see if you can get anybody open for anything. I'm looking for the first breakfast stop this morning. I seen, and okay, I thought I got a booze, but nope. Alright, so salts for breakfast in town, Dread. Thanks, dude. Oh, ma'am. Don't forget to hit the like button, peeps. Early morning one. Independence Square. And one of the more famous KFCs here in Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah. Hey, man. Now, here's where you get taxis to go down south. So to take your time because there are a lot of pedestrians. And yeah, and this is, we're approaching City Gate there. That's where you could get the bus to go down south, or you know, maxis or buses to go along the east-west corridor. And of course, the lighthouse. But imagine that here would have been the, you know, the end of the land in a sense. So over here is reclaimed land. So right now we on Ricing Road. I was hoping you all would see, you know, a good sunrise this morning. Oh, well, it is what it is on this early morning drive here in Trinidad and Tobago. It is currently 10 to 6 on a Tuesday morning here in Trinidad and Tobago. You can already see, well, I am heading east and then heading south. So the road is kind of clear for me, and that's how it be for those of you who are watching on the outside. But for those of you coming into town, like you would see on the right hand side, yeah, well now the traffic flowing. But as we go further south, you'll see the northbound lane. Yeah, that is the kind of traffic some people have to deal with a good bit of people, I should say, have to deal with on a morning. Let me know in the comments below if you are one of them, and that is especially coming into town, because town is, well, when we say town, we refer to Port of Spain, and a good bit of businesses and government offices are in Port of Spain because it is our capital, right? So that's why you have a great amount of people coming into the city itself. Hopefully they decentralize one of these days, but we just passed maritime flyover and I'm seeing a hint of light up ahead. Who knows if that'll stick around as we head south. This is how the weather is sometimes. We have been going through a heat wave. Well, it looks like the Caribbean season has come to an end. And yeah, we also would be celebrating our Republic Day on 24th. So that will be tomorrow at the time of this video dropping. Yeah. We're passing El Socorro and Aranjuez and heading on the ramp to head south. So basically we just left Churchill Roosevelt Highway and we're heading down the Uriah Butler Highway now. So the top of this ramp is what you would have seen at the beginning of this one. And yeah, you'll now see what I'm talking about. You see this here? That traffic on the right hand side. That, my friends, have started since before 5:30, I'm sure. Like if you are living south or central, you'll have to leave home around 5:30 in the morning just to, you know, try and be ahead of this traffic. And trust me, especially during the period when school is open, 5 minutes could make a huge difference on the road on a morning. Alright, town didn't give us anything, so I guess we'll get something by Sun Plaza kind of thing. There's a doubles person there, so either there or we can check out the one in Freeport. I don't know how it goes, we'll see. By the way, just in case you don't know, we drop a video every Saturday around 6 p.m. Yeah, so always look forward to it, or even if you don't get the notification bell about the videos, you know, just a heads up every Saturday. And yeah, the road is wet, but right now I'm a little under the speed limit, but I'm not going to, you know, rush anything because we move early just to get this one done. I'm on my way to work at the moment, and yeah, TrinbagoVibes. This is the drive that I do every day, more or less. And still hunting for our first breakfast spot. We now left Kearney and approaching Charlieville. Well, we're gonna pass through Vegecal first, just before Sun Plaza / Mono Road, and hopefully this takes us to our first double stop. No luck this morning. So normally there's a doubles person right here on the dash shed there, and it's 6:05, so not even like say the coffee places would be open. Woo! Alright. So this is Sun Plaza, here we're passing. Yeah. That's just green, Mono Road. Hey, this is probably one of the few times you'll actually see here kind of clear in a sense. Only is how, you know, a good bit of traffic. Alright, back to the highway we go. Well, Sun Plaza was a bus. I don't know if it's the weather or if the doubles man will come out a little later. But yeah, right now we heading into Chaguanas. So it has some drive-through Starbucks along the route, but they open 6:30 and it's a little after 6 at the moment. So they would not be open for the next 20 minutes, 25 minutes, roughly. So yeah, so coffee right now is not an option. I guess the next place I will try and get something is Freeport. That's the next stop I can see that's like right off the highway, that it won't take away too much on our way towards the Southlands. And when I mean South, I mean San Fernando. So yeah, so we're passing what I like to call Plazaville in Central, well, just before Chaguanas. You know, your extra food plaza, your Pennywise Plaza, your Price Plaza. By the way, part of this video has been sped up and I'm driving within the speed limit, especially with the wet roads. Boy, we're approaching Chaguanas proper now. And by chance, do any of you all get interruptions or drop call around here? And at this point after Chaguanas, the 3 lanes would merge into two, and therefore I would expect a little more traffic around this point when I head down south. I know when you all opened this video, you wasn't really expecting this. You know, this is one of those moments where sometimes certain things that you have planned don't work out. You know, things don't really go according to plan, and you know, do what Bear Grylls says: improvise, adapt, overcome. So that's what this video is all about. Well, part of it really and truly, you know, it's just a drive down south, and we'll get some food along the way. Hopefully. So far it's been bust because I moved so early that I didn't expect people to not be there, and then the weather not too righteous as well, although it would appear to be clearing up the further south I head. Anyway, we are approaching Freeport. Let me hope that we get some breakfast here, at least the first doubles or something, you know. It is 6:15 at the moment. Are we getting lucky today? Are we in luck today? It would appear, yeah man. Sing's doubles right here in Freeport. They're here 37 years now. Some nice hot doubles to start off breakfast. Now the bar are thin, so I like it so. Take slight pepper. And I will lie to you all, this hitting the spot right now for me. Chana on point, tasty, seasoned well. So yeah, let's press on. TrinbagoVibes. You know, it's always been interesting to find doubles places that has been like family generations kind of thing, that have been on the same spot since, you know, over 30 years. Wow, 37 years. Sing's doubles there. OMG, there's an accident. Now that is going to cause more traffic. Yeah, you gotta be careful on these roads, Trent, especially when they're wet. They have to be observant of all the vehicles around you, and be careful when you are on the road, especially when the road is wet, because you don't know where may have a slight oil spill, where may have some gravel on the road, which could give it some extra slippage and you'll be easier run off the road, and I don't wish this on anyone. Yep, Presal flyover or Hoover flyover. This is Presal on the left hand side. On the right hand side, you're going to Balmain, you're going to Cooper, you're going towards Point Nisus. So yeah, on the left hand side, you go where we normally go, Grand Cooper. We did a good bit of videos in Grand Cooper already, and there's more to do. It'll be very interesting here, you know, when you go and explore different villages, different towns, different parts of the island that you would not normally see. Although given that the amount of content creators we have now in the past few years since after the pandemic, I would like to think that a good bit of, you know, Trinidad and Tobago would be covered. Speaking of which, as we, you know, approach Claxon Bay on this early morning drive down south here in Trinidad and Tobago, we started off in town on Frederick Street and we're making our way to San Fernando. The other day I was listening to Trevor Noah, like he's a South African comedian, if you don't know who Trevor Noah is, right? And he was host of the Daily Show for a good long while till he retired from it. But he was on a talk show, right? And he was saying something that it resonated with me, and I thought I would share it here with you all. I'll leave a link of that video in the description below as well if you want to take listen to the original video. But what he was saying is that we have to be careful of the language we use because it shapes what we perceive. So right here in Trinidad and Tobago, you will see or come across things, Trinidad is not a real place, the country going down to dregs and whatnot, and the crime situation is out of hand, which to be fair is out of control, and that needs to be fixed as soon as possible, or at least reduced to a point where we can all feel safe. But we are not the worst country in the world. We are a real place. We are a very beautiful Jewel Island nation, right? We have good people, we have hard-working people, That doesn't mean we could be delusional to what is going on in the country or, you know, ignore certain aspects of it. We have to address, like, the crime rates skyrocketing, you know, the unemployment rate, all these things. But still, I have hope and I'm optimist that we as a people can, you know, overcome these challenges. Be it, you know, a change in government, change in ministers, be it we more vigilant, be it we be our brother's keeper and whatnot. So this narrative that we are not a real place can be detrimental to us locally and even visitors alike, because we have so much awesomeness right here in TNT. Like I said, we don't have to ignore what is going on, right? But at the same time, we have so much lovely stuff here that we could focus on and see that it is something to fight for, in a sense. That's why our motto, together we aspire, together we achieve, is powerful, you know. Sometimes we forget that. Together we aspire, together we achieve. I'm not delusional in what is happening here in Trinidad and Tobago. It's just I'm an optimist, and we work and see how things go and make decisions accordingly. So that's just something I wanted to chat with you about on this drive. Feel free to disagree with me, agree with me, but you know, please keep the comments civil. So there is this breakfast spot that I see every time I'm taking this route, and I always say one of these days we'll stop and try it. And yeah, you'll see just now when we make this turn at the bottom of the hill, you see a big sign, Kendall Mini Mart. Yes, straight ahead. Right, so this is Pleasantville Circular Road, right? And right here is the breakfast stop, Junior's Breakfast and Lunch, and this is their menu today. As for their opening hours,
what time we open?
Yeah,
We open like about 20 to 6.
20 to 6.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
Nice.
We don't work on a Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no Saturday, so basically Sunday to Friday.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's Junior's Driving School, breakfast and lunch. I got me a little bacon smoke herring and a little, you know, coffee. Ah, boy, look at that. Smoke herring and cheese. Already getting that, you know, that saltfish kind of scent. Yeah. So this bacon smoke herring with cheese and a coffee came to about $31 TT. The doubles that we had earlier was $6. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, the doubles is lash too. But sometimes a nice fried bake and smoke herring, fried bake and cheese, fried bake, eggs and sausage, you know, fried bake and bushel. It really hit the spot on that morning as well. Right, so this is the Pleasantville Circular Road, and before we pop out into, you know, Superior Road itself and then go on to San Fernando proper, I just thought I'd, you know, talk a little bit about Republic Day as well, you know, because here on the channel we like to give a little history, the tidbits and whatnot. So Trinidad and Tobago became a republic on August 1st 1976. If that date sounds familiar, on August 1st is a national public holiday for Emancipation Day. So they move it to September 24th, right? Because that's the first day that the Trinidad and Tobago Parliament opened. Right opposite San Fernando license office. You have a name? Huh? You have a name? Okay. That's a pie spot.
There's a cheese and a
potato. The different potato. Like this here, I'm not sure if this is cheese or potato. Yeah, cheese. So if that's the cheese, this here is a potato pie. Oh. Cheese and potato, can't go wrong. You know, basically I'm a set of food this morning, so I'm good for the day. TrinbagoVibes. Let's continue to drive. We're almost to the end, and you may be wondering what's the difference between independence, which happened in 1962, as compared to a republic. So being an independent nation simply means that we are no longer under the British rule, the Queen, the late Queen Elizabeth, right? But like the head of state was still the Queen. Basically, we didn't have our own constitution, so don't mind, we wasn't being ruled by the Queen and that monarchy, the British Empire in a sense. We were still following their rules and constitution until we became a republic, where basically the supreme power, or the power of ruling and governing the country, is in the hands of the people and who they elect to represent them in parliament. That's the difference between, you know, independence and republic. So hope you all enjoyed this one. This was an early morning one here in Trinidad and Tobago. You know, we started off Port of Spain, we came down south, and I'll see you all in our next one. Stay awesome, peeps. Gone later.